Are your leads slowing down? Be proactive to investigate. This is episode number 312 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. Last week, we were talking about admitting mistakes, whether it's the owner, the programmer, a social person, really doesn't matter. But you have to listen to that episode to make sure that people have a part of their soul to just admit when a mistake happens so everybody can move on and not waste your time defending the errors as opposed to correcting them and just taking advantage of that knowledge and moving on to the next thing. The week before that, we were talking about why chatbox on your website hurts your brand and wastes money too. But this week, we're moving into, are leads, do you even sense that leads are slowing down? All we ask people to do, especially My Online Toolbox clients, is to reach out to us because sometimes it's seasonal, sometimes it's technical, and sometimes it's something you need to do as the owner to be proactive. Here's a couple of examples. In the last few weeks, we had different people mention they thought leads were slowing down. In one of the more dramatic circumstances, they were because the person acquired a answering service, but they weren't working at all. Nobody knew it. My Online Toolbox was unaware that the client even had an answering service in the first place. And to make matters worse, to add salt to the wound, the client assumed the answering service was working. And what was happening is many of the leads that the answering service wasn't replying to were being forwarded to the owner's phone, and he was avoiding them because he just thought it was spam. And to make more salt to the wound, he was deleting those. So until he realized something was wrong and mentioned it. Of course, the first thing he thought was something was wrong with the marketing. It's always the first assumption when people think leads are slowing down. And in this case, it was literally just one topic on top of another, snowballing, where the leads were coming in and they were being avoided based on one company not doing its job, and then the owner avoiding the leads altogether and then wiping them out altogether. And then in another case, a more simpler example, the owner reached out to us and said he just noticed the slowdown. And it turned out that the email service on the website wasn't functioning. So the leads were accumulating on the website, but they weren't being delivered to the customer's inbox. So we were able to retract them all. Unfortunately, some of the leads were lost altogether because they made their decisions based on not, unfortunately, hearing back from our client. But the client was able to salvage a few of them and just explain to the prospect that it was a technical error, and he was able to get back in the door, at least on those few leads that he was able to salvage. But then comes a real problem when there really is a slowdown, and it has nothing to do with technology or anything else. And in this case, what we did was we had a client saying he's noticing a slowdown, so we go to research and we found out everything was working on the website, his phone, and so forth. But we did notice a small slowdown with organic leads, which was true. But we also noticed that his keywords, everything at the technical SEO strategy to get those leads was basically the same since the third quarter of the previous year. So what we had to do was take it up another notch and realize that yes, he has a few competitors, multiple, who have really turned it up over the last half a year. And even though our client's strength was remaining the same, his competitive strength was getting stronger. So we gave him a handful of topics to do in order to be able to work on it. And that's just the answer. And so our point is that when you're seeing a slowdown or you're sensing a slowdown, there are times it's technology. There are times that it is competitors doing something aggressively and proactively, and you're just kind of riding the wave and now just noticing the impact of dormancy over months. And then other times, it's just other factors. So our point is that when you sense a slowdown, raise an alert to somebody. And in this case, for the My Online Toolbox clients, please reach out to us. We have many different ways to attack, this topic. Sometimes it's reactive, sometimes it's proactive. We prefer always being proactive, but unfortunately, many of you do become dormant for numerous different reasons. You know why. Usually it's you got busy and you come up with some excuse on why you couldn't do Google reviews for a half a year or accumulate some projects to do on the website or social media or whatnot. But as time goes by, whether it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year, there are times, and sometimes it's seasonal, that changes are taking place. So just take a moment to send at least a communication to My Online Toolbox. And if you're not working with My Online Toolbox, with your website people, your social people, just to check everything out pertaining to you and your competition, to make sure that if there is a slowdown, that you're acknowledging it and you're doing something proactively to make it go away over a period of time. For everybody new to the Orbit, you could obviously, of the My Online Toolbox Orbit, please follow our weekly quick tips on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. It would be nice for you to like some of these quick tips and even possibly even give a comment every once in a while so we know you have a heartbeat while you're out there. And separately, for the people that are looking for the long-term branding strategies, please follow the My Online Toolbox Instagram channel. That is done for a weekly post on how other contractors are taking their projects and accumulating the content to maximize their marketing opportunities. This is My Online Toolbox, providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing and reminding you to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.